2026 is not waiting for you to be ready. It's not slowing down. It's not going to check if you're confident, healed, motivated, or comfortable. It's coming fast, and the only question is whether you'll arrive as the same version of yourself or as someone unrecognizable in strength, discipline, and execution. Being that CKING guy isn't about noise. It's not about flexing online, talking big, or chasing attention. It's about becoming undeniable, the person whose results speak before they do, the one who shows up early, stays late, and doesn't need applause to keep going. While others wait for clarity, you move with commitment. While others complain about pressure, you grow under it. You understand something most people don't. No one is coming to save you, and instead of feeling afraid, you feel free. Free to build, free to choose the hard path, free to outwork, outlearn, and outlast. You train your body like it's a weapon, your mind like it's a machine, and your time like it's sacred. You don't chase motivation. You build systems. You don't wait for confidence. You earn it through repetition and pain. In 2026, the gap between winners and talkers will be brutal. Comfort will be expensive. Distraction will be everywhere. Weak standards will be normal. And that's exactly why you rise. You do the boring work. You keep promises to yourself. You make decisions based on long-term respect, not short-term pleasure. You don't need everyone to understand you. Results will translate for you. This is about becoming the person people feel when you enter the room. Calm, focused, dangerous in the best way, not because you're aggressive, but because you're prepared, because you did the work when no one was watching. Because you chose discipline when excuses were easier, because you decided that 2026 would not be another year you explain, but a year you prove. Radical ownership means you stop outsourcing responsibility for your life. You no longer blame circumstances, background, economy, luck, or people around you. You accept that every outcome, good or bad, is connected to your decisions, habits, standards, and reactions. This mindset is uncomfortable because it removes excuses, but it's powerful because it gives you control. When you own everything, you can fix everything. You stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what am I going to do about it? Failure becomes information, not an identity. You take responsibility even when it's unfair, because fairness doesn't build strength. Ownership does. Motivation is emotional, temporary, and unreliable. Discipline is built, trained, and permanent. Being that CKING guy in 2026 means you do the work whether you feel inspired or not. You wake up tired and still execute. You feel doubt and still move forward. You understand that progress is made on the days you don't want to show up. Instead of waiting for motivation, you create non-negotiable routines. You show up because it's scheduled, not because it feels good. Over time, discipline creates confidence, and confidence creates momentum that no mood can break. You stop explaining yourself to people who aren't building anything. You don't announce goals, post every move, or seek validation for effort. You let others talk while you work. Silent execution means putting your head down and stacking days of focused action without applause. You understand that attention is a distraction and that real power moves quietly. When results finally show, people feel like you came out of nowhere, and not realizing you were grinding in silence for years. You protect your energy, your plans, and your progress by keeping your mouth closed and your actions loud. You treat your body like a foundation, not an afterthought. Strength training, endurance, nutrition, and recovery are part of your identity. A weak body creates a weak mind. At the same time, you sharpen your thinking, controlling emotions, eliminating mental clutter, and building focus. You read, study, and learn while others scroll and consume noise. On top of that, you aggressively build high. You skills that compound, skills that create leverage, income, and independence. You understand that in 2026, average is invisible and mastery is survival. Comfort feels good in the moment but quietly destroys potential. You recognize that the easy path always leads to regret. So you intentionally choose discomfort, early mornings, hard conversations, lonely discipline, and delayed gratification. You don't chase pleasure, you chase progress. You understand that growth hurts, but stagnation hurts more in the long run. Every time you choose the harder option, you build self-respect, and self-respect becomes the strongest form of confidence. You stop asking what's easiest, and start asking what makes me stronger. You stop wasting time like it's unlimited. You understand that attention is currency and focus is power. You audit where your hours go and cut what doesn't move you forward. Less scrolling, less pointless conversation, less entertainment that adds no value. You structure your day with intention and protect your best energy for your most important work. You distance yourself from people who drain you and environments that keep you small. You don't let urgency control you. You plan, prioritize, and execute with clarity. Your goal isn't popularity, it's respect. You don't beg for recognition, you force it through results. You build a standard so high that excuses no longer exist in your world. When pressure comes, you don't fold, you perform. When things go wrong, you adapt without drama. Over time, your consistency turns into reputation. People trust your word because you keep it. They respect your presence because you've earned it. You don't need to say who you are. Your actions introduce you before you speak. 2026 isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally becoming who you were supposed to be before fear, comfort, and distraction got in the way. This is the year you stop negotiating with your potential and start enforcing your standard. No more waiting for the right time. No more half effort. No more explaining why you're not where you want to be. Be the one who chose discipline when excuses were easier. Be the one who stayed consistent when no one was watching. Be the one who turned pressure into power and pain into progress. Let others underestimate you. Silence is your advantage. When the year ends, don't let it close with regret. Let it close with proof.